Oh, come on.
Allie is in need of a second date update this morning, and this is kind of what we do, Allie. You came to the right place.
Yeah.
We hope.
Hey, guys.
Welcome.
I've never thought I'd be doing one of these things, like I've listened forever and I cringe, but here I am. And
Here you
are. Yep.
All right. Well, why don't you tell us how you met Sean and how that first date went, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, totally. So I met him on Hinge, and I really liked him. He's cute, smart, funny, all the things, super easy to talk to. And, I was surprised by how much I liked him because that's not normal for me to, jump in like that. So I saw his profile, and he sounded like a really good match and all the things. And his personality was just, so much bigger than I would have imagined, super adventurous, works hard, rock climbs, cyclist, outdoorsy, all the things. And he's, super close to his family. He's got, 2 brothers, nieces. He just, the whole package, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was showing me pictures of him. We spent 2 hours together, one night. And I thought we really connected. And I really thought, I'd be seeing him again later. And I was super bummed because he hasn't called or texted. We'd eaten at a restaurant, and when we left, he walked me to my car and, hugged me goodbye, and that was the last time I talked to him.
Huh.
He did say, talk to you later, so I thought he'd be reaching out, but he hasn't. And, I did text him once, to tell him, I had a really, really, really nice time, but he never wrote back.
Okay. Did you guys venture into politics or start talking about kids?
Oh, God, no.
Okay.
Your future together, how many, whether or not you change your name, what your diet will be when you're pregnant with your 4th child.
What your kids' names will be.
Yeah. Anything like that. What kind of house you wanted to buy.
No, we steered clear from all, the dangerous subjects, but he just talked a lot about, what he likes to do. Super outdoorsy, like I said, and, his family, and I was really into it because, I usually don't do that kind of stuff, but it sounds really cool.
That does sound cool. He could expose you to a lot of new and interesting things.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that, but, like I said, here we are.
Right.
Here we are. But, he seemed engaged and connect. I know you felt a connection and you felt you were engaged. Did he seem fully engaged in the conversation? Were you picking up on a sense of connection with him?
I thought so.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why don't we take a break then? When we come back, we'll call Sean and see what his take was on his date with Allie. And if there's any chance of these two getting together again, a second date update continues next with Jeff and Jenn, Cincinnati's Q102.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Cold weather is coming. Shut it out with new windows from Universal Windows Direct. Hi, Tim. Right now, buy 1 window, get 1 free. They also do siding, roofing, and doors. Call 513-755-1800. Check out uwdsouthwestohio.com.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
All right, Allie meets Sean on Hinge. Big personality. He's active. He's adventurous. Comes from a big family. Really cool guy. And their date lasted 2 hours. She found him wickedly fascinating and entertaining. Just the stories he had to tell. But the date ended in a hug and a talk to you later, which to me sounds like a blow off. She took it literally thinking they really would talk later. So
Yeah.
she texted him and she never did hear back.
I must feel like that's the biggest lie told on all these dates. I'll talk to you later or see you later.
Well, there's a chance we may run into each other
You
again at
could.
some point.
At the library.
Before I die.
I will say, though, talking to her before the break, we talked to a lot of people. I felt like she was on the clue bus. She seemed like she had her bleep together.
On the ball,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so for her to misinterpret that,
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else you thought of, Allie, that we need to know
No,
before
I
we
mean,
call Sean.
I'm nervous. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's see what happens.
Hello?
Hi, can we speak to Sean, please?
Yeah, he's speaking.
Hey, Sean,
calling?
it's Jeff, Jenn, Fritch, and Tim at Q102. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. I hear you guys every morning. Like, what's the situation?
What's the situation, man? We're conducting an investigation. Jeff and Jen I-Team investigation.
Where's Scooby-Doo?
Well, more like, where is Sean? I mean, you kind of dropped off the face of the earth. We got an APB out on you.
Well, who said I was missing? I'm not on any milk cartons.
Your friend Allie, the woman you met on Hinge?
Yeah, she was really nice. Very nice, actually. And very pretty.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. She sounds like she's really on the ball, like she's got her bleep together, as Tim was saying, and at least that was our impression of her. And I don't know, she just thought you were a really cool guy, big personality, kind of larger than life.
Well, that's good news to hear. I just don't think we had a lot in common.
No?
Yeah, like I guess this like larger than life personality kind of came from all the stories of me traveling to certain countries, and I like the great outdoors. So like everything that she would relate to me as the stories would finish would be like, oh, wow, I've never done anything like that. Or, wow, that's crazy. You did that. Oh, my God. Like, I don't think I could do that. And as much as like I like someone who, you know, is obviously willing to listen. I'm willing to listen to them when they have their stories. But I just feel like I'm not really up to it if we're not compatible. We're just two different people.
Well, do you not think that she would be open to trying some of those things, or
are you
visiting some of
looking
those
for an
places?
experienced climber?
Precisely. Yes. I'm looking for that experience.
Good luck.
Yeah.
You don't want to train a beginner.
Exactly.
Well, were you clear
maybe-
about that? Like, did you guys meet online? Were you clear about that in your profile, that you were looking for someone who is outdoorsy and that these are the things that...
I mean, my profile picture is me holding a fish. So I don't think there's anything more outdoorsy than that.
Yeah,
you know?
but a goldfish doesn't count.
Yeah, but
Or a
my
salmon on a
boyfriend-
plate
Right.
doesn't
But
count.
my boyfriend's like that. Like, he goes out on deep sea fishing adventures and
Mudding.
he likes doing, and I don't. And I don't, like, I went one time and I was out, and it's fine because that's what he chooses to do with his own time.
And he was like, thank God.
No, I mean, he wants me to go, and I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
I only got one fishing trip in me, and it was not that
Well,
good.
as long as he's got other people he can go with, even though
Yeah.
he would love to share it with you.
Yeah, that's what your side piece is for.
Yes, exactly. It's time for
No.
recruitment.
Right. Wow. Okay, that's too bad. We got Allie on the line. Allie, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm just super sorry if I misled you. It's just everything you describe that you do, it just sounds amazing. And I'd love to do those things. I don't have experience, but I'm totally up for it. I need some more adventure in my life.
I mean, I didn't get that vibe from you at all, and I don't want to be an ass. Like, I get that you want to try all these things, but do you think you'd be able to do all the cycling and the rock climbing, you know, things of that nature? Are you athletically inclined is my question. That's I should have asked that then, but here we are on the radio.
I mean, that's true. I mean, if you've got someone that is athletically inclined, they could probably, in pretty good shape, they could pick up on what you're dropping pretty easily. But if you've got, you know, someone that's not been off the couch in a couple of years and
I think she's
eats
willing-
a lot of dough,
Yeah.
it could, and not very
She's willing to
coordinated.
try those things, but you want somebody who's going to be with you every step of the way, engaging in these activities, and you don't want someone slowing you down, it sounds like.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but considering what I saw in the date, I feel like Allie has like a really nice physique, and I believe her when she says I could do this. So there's only one way to find out, and I think that's kind of like the funness of this whole experience.
How did you each last score on your presidential physical fitness test?
How many sit-ups
How many
did you
pull-ups?
do?
It was always the pull-ups.
The rope thing always got me, yeah.
Can you pass the first round of America's Ninja Warrior or something like that?
Whoa,
No.
That's a tall order.
I mean, yeah, you're going to have to, it sounds like you're going to have to really be committed, that it's a lifestyle for him.
I mean, I'm pretty coordinated. I played sports when I was in high school, so I think I can keep up.
Well, look at that.
I like the effort.
Yeah, if you
I do
guys
too.
are willing to go out on a second date, we'd be happy to pay for it.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Do it.
Buy dinner,
All right,
dessert.
Allie, if you would like to have me on a second date, I would love to be yours on the second date.
Oh, how nice is that?
Hey.
But you're going to have to hike to it.
He'll meet you at the top of the mountain.
Tell me where the second date is. We're actually going to hike the gorge on a 3-day adventure down in Kentucky.
Yeah, we're going to drop down from a helicopter.
Sound good?
Do you wear those shoes that have the little individual things for the
toe
toes, the toe shoes?
Oh my God, yes, I do have a pair of those.
I hear they're excellent.
Wow.
All right, guys, this is awesome. So we'll set it up. We'll just see what happens.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
Cool.
Excellent. Let's see, Allie, since you made the call, hang on. We'll say goodbye to Sean, and we'll set this up through Allie. You'll be hearing from her next.
Awesome.
All right, thanks,
guys.
man. Yeah.
All righty. If you need any help with the second date update, send us an email. Jeff and Jenn at WKRQ.com.
Speaking of outdoor activities, I had a dream that I was swimming with Tim last night, which is why it
Oh,
kind of
really?
freaked me out when you said that,
that I wanted
you'd
to
like
go
to go swimming with Joe Burrow.
So were you swimming or were you in a hot tub?
No. So this is the crazy story, and I don't normally remember this much from dreams, but here's what I can tell you.
Okay.
Tim was taking me on a tour. Fritz just walked back in the room.
about that.
I'm just filling them in on my dream last night.
Jeff had a dream about Tim, and they were almost naked.
Yeah, so here's what happened.
Yes. Let me get a seat.
So in the
Hold
dream, Tim is taking me on a tour of Michigan.
Okay.
And he takes me by one of the Great Lakes. I don't know which one it was, but it was yeah, I feel like it might have been Lake Michigan.
Okay.
It was really sandy. It had these super high dunes and these really high houses, and some of these houses had been washed away, and some of them were built on sand, it looked like. And I made some observation or comment on how some of these are being washed away because they were built too close to the coastline. You're like, well, my house is on another lake, and that's not a problem that I would even have to deal with. But come with me. I'm going to show you the house that I grew up in. And so we go to the house, and you live on a canal. And so we're walking along the canal, and there were people swimming in it. And so I said, well, let's swim it. Let's dive in and swim.
In the
and so
canal?
I dove into the water with clothes on. And it wasn't until I was like midair when I'm like, iPhone.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's all right. It's I need another phone anyway.
So did you
I'm
wake
gonna
up
seize
at that
the moment? So I swim to Tim's house, and I hear him swimming behind me, pissed.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to get in the water.
Yeah.
And then I find out later, one of the reasons he didn't want to get in the water was because it's salt water. Don't ask me.
Not in the Great Lakes. Okay, go on.
But he went in after me thinking I was going to drown myself or something. I think that was the reason. He was worried about my safety because you were a lifeguard, right?
Lifeguard and swim instructor.
That
It
might
was
be
a
why my
saltwater
brain
canal.
did that. And then so we make it over to your house and we get out at whatever your little canoe slip or landing is or whatever. And I meet your dad, and you're not one brother. You have two brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And all of them are police officers, uniformed.
That'd be cool.
Yep.
What did you eat before bed? This is great.
I had a bowl from BB Bop with kale,
yum.
kimchi, edamame,
I'm telling you,
cabbage,
Asian food
sesame oil.
brings on the best dreams, man.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Totally.
I'm telling
So
you.
how did it end?
It ended with you telling your brother, and then he jumps in freaking salt water like an idiot. You're just so irritated and disgusted with me, and you're pissed because you're all wet. And I'm like, come on, man, that was fun, though, no?
Hey, I'd take you on a tour of Michigan anytime, Jeff. And we don't have to jump in any water.
I also had a work dream last night, and as soon as you brought it up, it brought it back to me that I had a dream that someone from this radio station and someone from B105 hooked up. And everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe they did it. Like they actually did it.
Oh, I know who it was.
Yeah.
It was at the two people I think.
I know who you're
Yes.
thinking of. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
So funny.
because she's got a little
And
thing
there
for
was a
him.
foundation.
You think she does?
She said it on
There
their
was a
show.
yes.
Oh, really?
That's why I had this dream, because there was a foundation laid via a video from someone at a competing radio station where she had to talk about who the sexiest coworker was, and she picked someone on this station. And nobody said who it was, so I'm not going to reveal that. But
Tall.
They hooked up in my dream, and everybody was like, "Oh, we knew." I wonder if that's foreshadowing.
It's been a long time since there's been that kind of intermingling within the building that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that, in radio is very common.
Oh, it's common.
Very common.
Yeah.
So, either there's some
one's
stuff
stopping
going
you,
on
Jen?
that's really secretive.
I think people have just gotten better at
Hiding it, do you think?
DL.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but I really
Not the younger ones.
forgot about that until you mentioned
Well,
that.
not the
Yeah.
single ones, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, not the single ones, exactly.
Right. All right. Well, coming up, your shot at $1,000. We're going to play the 1K letter of the day. Friday.